So let us talk about the next topic, which is steps to construct the algorithm. Means what kind of steps we need in order to write the algorithm. So first of all, whenever we want to write any algorithm, it means what we should know on which we want to write the algorithm, or you could say means we should know the problem statement on which we want to write the algorithm. So first of all, it should you can say problem definition or problem statement. So problem definition, this is what the step number 1, problem definition, or you could say knowing about the problem, knowing about the problem. Now once you know on which topic you want to write the algorithm, then second step is what? Then you are supposed to design the algorithm. So design of algorithm, design of algorithm, correct? Then after designing that algorithm, we should make the flow chart. So next is flow chart. Next, fourth statement is what? Implementation part. Now fifth is what? Test and validation. Now last is analysis, correct? Now, so throughout this subject, we are not going to talk about the first step number 1, and we are not going to talk bother about the step number 3. We will not talk about the step number 4, step number 5. So these steps we are going to skip. We are going to only talk about the step number 2 and then step number 6. Means first we will design the algorithm for any problem, then we are going to talk about the analysis. Means we could know, means we will try to know the behavior of that program. So first let us try to understand what is analysis. Now let us discuss about the analysis. What is analysis? At the beginning of the lecture, we have already discussed what is analysis. Means out of some algorithm or out of some problems, let's say we are having some algorithms and we want to choose some we want to choose one waste algorithm. Then what we will do means we will do some analysis. So what is the meaning of analysis? Means based on two parameters. What are those two parameters? Is time complexity and space complexity. So what is the analysis? How much time and space an algorithm takes is the analysis of the algorithm, So what is analysis? How much time and space an algorithm is taking, that is called the analysis of the algorithm. So means we are having time complexity, first parameter, time complexity. Second parameter is what? Space complexity. Correct? So what is first parameter? Time complexity. Second parameter is what? Space complexity. So whenever we want to analyze the behavior of the program, so we generally give the priority to time complexity. Means time is more important or significant as compared to memory. Means we are having, so like we can store any program. We are having enough memory nowadays in terabytes we generally get. So we are giving priority to time complexity. So time complexity, you could say time is more significant as compared to space. Means if I want to do analysis of any program, so based on time complexity I will do analysis of that program. So means I will give the priority to time as compared to space, correct? Now so let me talk about the time complexity. So time complexity of any algorithm depends on two parameters. Means what? If we are having an algorithm, and if you want to do analysis of that algorithm in the form of time complexity. So time complexity of any algorithm depends on two parameters. What? How much time it takes in the compile, how much time it takes into in the compilation process, and after compilation how much time it takes in the running execution. Correct? Now compile time depends on the compile time depends on the you could say it is depends on the compiler, what type of compiler you are using. Now what running time depends on, so you could say it depends on the type of processor. So type of processor. Now if you see compiler is what, software or hardware? So it is software. Correct? Now it is what? Hardware. So time complexity of any algorithm depends on two parameters, compile time plus running time. Now let me talk about the next point, which is analysis are of two types. First is priority analysis, and second is what? A posteriori analysis. So posteriori analysis and priority analysis. So in priority analysis, see, first point is what? It is independent, or you could say, see, if you are doing priority analysis, so on which software, on which processor you are executing that algorithm, or what type of processor you are what type of processor you are using, or you could say which type of language you are using. So it does not matter in the priority analysis. Correct? So it is independent of the programming language and type of processor. Correct? But if you talk about the posteriori analysis, so you could say this analysis dependent on type of programming language as well as type of processor. Correct? Now second point is what? If you execute this program means what? If you are doing priority analysis, whether you are executing on i3 processor, if you are executing on i5, if you are executing on i7, at any processor, the answer will not change. Answer will remain same in every condition. So system to system answer will remain same. So this is what the second point. Now here what will happen? System to system answer will be different. Correct? Now because we are doing priority analysis, and if you execute on i3, if you execute on i7, so it does not give accurate answer, it does not give you exact answer. It will always give you, approximate answer. Correct? Now here it gives you exact answer. Correct? So these are the difference between priority analysis and posteriori analysis. So throughout our lectures, or throughout our DA lectures, We are not going to talk about the posterior analysis. We will do only prior analysis.